Hello everyone, sir. We have to do a emergency transfer of everything with the file shares on here because we ran out of storage. Look, only 0 bytes free, and it filled up just because I was moving folders into a single folder. I have the vault folder. I was wanting to move the sysinternals folder, but for some reason it says that there's no storage, but I'm moving, not copying. Oh, no. Now that fixed. Okay, yes, that. We got 4 here. We need to go into our file, share file. Oh no, but I forgot that on this newer version of Windows Server it isn't present there. We need to go to Server Manager. Server. Tenemos que hacer una transferida de todo aquí que está en los archivos de una vez porque ya se agotó de energía, de poco. Ay, ¿por qué ando hablando mucho de electricidad? De almacenamiento de espacio. So we need to go file, storage services, servers, and we're gonna go shares. We're gonna look at the file shares. Oh, and they disappeared because we moved their location. Look, there's nothing left on the drive. Nothing. Oh, well, nothing. Not storage. So we have to emergency move it to this USB drive. I wanted to use an SD card to store everything, but the problem is that I need to install the driver for the SD card. So I need to move it right here. Copy. Alright, there it goes. There everything goes. It's copying everything right now because I need to do this like urgently, because if not, I want there to be a system failure because of the lack of storage, and then possibly if the Windows stops working. The problem with that is that I won't be able to transfer the Active Directory position in this to a different computer, like a server. That was my plan, transfer it. I need minimum the domain controller. File and storage services. If I need to recreate that later, I can do that. But not the domain. I have already all the users in the domain. I won't have to. And that way I can use the same domain that's on here, not have to create a new one with the same name. I could create a new one with the same name, but the problem is I'm gonna have to recreate all the accounts, user accounts that I have. I'm gonna have to remodify the group policy setting, like for things like the map network drives and the logon script, which is for BG info, that turns on every logon, that where you can contact at least one of the file servers. And so in this case, this one is domain controller and file server, DNS, web server. It isn't web server yet because I couldn't get that to work correctly. Like, the page wouldn't be found. Like, it wouldn't show anything when you try to access it. If you use Chrome, for example, it would say that the page wasn't found. So it could connect to this, but it couldn't find the page. So I'm gonna copy everything, and I'm gonna have to then install a driver for the graphics. No, for the SD card, and then I don't know what capacity I should put in. If I should put 32 gigs, 64 gig, or 128. Okay, so see you guys later. Bye. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Just quickly, the copying finished for the 2 drives, and if you see, it seems to be that they both are the similar capacity, except for these bytes. I don't know if they're the same capacity or not. It seems to take a bit less up on this one, but there's still 1569 files and 355 folders. So we're gonna check properties again. 2.51. I don't know why it doesn't reflect the same amount. It's only like a few bytes less in the new copy. Delete the vault on this computer, this actual local computer, on the hard, the internal storage, and there's the copy on our flash drive. We're gonna eject the flash drive. that contain the vault folder. Alright, I think it's safe to remove. Okay, so if you see, there's nothing else on here. So we're gonna open up the recycle bin and we're gonna delete the vault folder. Permanently delete the folder. And there it is. Deleting. Okay, 1.95, 1.95, oh, 2.20 gigs. Right. I'm gonna plug in the USB drive just because it has the driver for the. Let's see, it has the driver for the card reader program, install files, computers. I don't know if it will work with the HP 2000 laptops one. I had to download the drivers for the card reader on there. Accept the terms and the license agreement as to be set up. Okay, PCIe card reader. Hope this is the correct one. I don't want to damage anything. You know, if it successfully installs, I'll insert my SD card and try to successfully installed. Finished. Okay. Okay, I hope the SD card reads the stuff, but I got the SD card right here. Actually, it has two in here, not two SD cards. There's the micro SD and there's a adapter for it. So I'm gonna insert SD card and see what happens. Okay, seems to have detected it. Okay, so we're gonna go to right here from the to the drive, copy vault over to. Oh, but this I'm not gonna copy it to here. I forgot that this SD card is in the one. This the SD card I'm planning to copy it to is a different one. It's a 32 gig. The one I put in right now is 64 gig, but I'm not gonna use it since it has files on it already. So what I'm gonna need to do is eject the SD card, SDXC card. SDXC can be ejected, and I will also eject our flash drive. Eject. USB mass storage. And there's no more, the button to safely eject doesn't appear anymore, so I think we ejected all the removables. So there it is. So there, we have to do the emergency thing, but at least we got everything back on there. And even though if I copy it back to the SD card, that's not gonna be all, because there's still stuff we gotta do. We gotta edit the logon script to reflect the new drive letter. Oh no, I don't think so. I think it's already gonna use the network one. See you guys later. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome. I got the SD card here. Tengo la tarjeta de ese de aquí. Entonces, voy a continuar. I'm gonna format the card also. Aquí está. Okay. Here, there are some stuff on here. Just only some folders. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm back. I'm gonna look in here. I'm gonna play some more. See what it could be. It seems to actually have content. It says a QuickTime video. It might actually be content from this camera. I don't know if this is a dash cam. I think it is. It seems to be from a dash cam. I don't know. I might have to get a new SD card. Because it already seems to have stuff on it. So see you guys later. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm back. What the SD card, what I might do is I'm gonna actually copy all the contents off of it to a different SD card that I have around. Here's the other SD card. This is where we're copying to. And actually this hard drive caddy I have right here will be useful because it has two USB 3.0 and it has a micro SD. It also works for the TF card. Oh, it's kind of finicky to get something in there. I only have one adapter, SD card adapter. So just won't work in here. No, it won't work, I think. I might actually need to stick it in the adapter. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eject. I'm gonna eject the caddy. Eject right here. I'm gonna eject USB 3.0 card reader. And then I can remove it. Unplug it. I'm gonna plug it into the other one. For the USB 3.0. Right here. I'm just gonna close it down. Here we have our smaller one. Here it is. I'm gonna plug in the USB cable from here into. Oh, and I forgot that we shut it down. Turn it back on. On this, the USB 3.0 port. USB 3. Están ahí del carro ahorita, espera ahorita, dígame. Dice aquí que fue el 29 de diciembre del 2018.
Yo creo que como te encendido el carro ya no para, ¿verdad? Sí, ¿qué? Dice que
Ok. So if you see something that says USB drive, that's not a USB drive. I think it might be because it's plugged in through the USB. Where this is the hub, and it has an SD card port right there. And I'm using that to convert to larger, standard almost size. Here it is. You copy it over to our folder, which claims it's, or our drive claims USB drive. Finished over here. So what we can do now is just gonna make sure to unplug the card. Oh, and don't mind that. That was just something that dropped. Reject. Okay, I'm gonna check the SSD. Okay, ejected everything. So this is a 32GB card we're going to be using. Right, so this is the correct one we want to do it with. What we're going to do is we're going to format it. Format as an exFAT, I think. But I'm just going to format it to NTFS. Format it as NTFS. Just gonna leave it the way it is. We're gonna put okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Format complete. Close. And now that we got that, we're gonna copy everything. We're gonna copy all the files to the SD card, and then we're gonna share them. We're gonna create the share also. So since I wanna use USB 3.0, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna plug in the hub. The other port on this HP laptop is USB 2.0. Just trying to take advantage of faster speeds. Okay, there it is. You need a copy. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna copy it to our SD card. I'm going copy to the SD card. Alright, just copying. And once we actually finish copying, if we ever need to move it back to a USB drive, either if planning to upgrade to a larger size SD card, I'm gonna keep the vault folder on this drive, even though what the drive has, the Windows 10 media, although might not last permanently, because the thing is that I'm not gonna keep it forever as a Windows 10 installer. I might actually revert it back to a normal USB drive. So it's copying everything, and then I'll delete everything inside of the vault folder, because there's no point in keeping an old copy since it's already the same thing on what we're copying right now to the SD card, the 32 gig one. 64 gig, I wish I could use it, but the thing is, it has more capacity used over what the 32 gig card can hold. I'm actually change the drive letter. I'm gonna go disk management. And then I'm gonna actually see what it is like. Alright, so the SD card has all its storage. 28.9 gigabytes, 96. It's saying that it has. Alright, so I think we're good. I just need to change it. Although I can't change the letter yet since I haven't injected the USB yet. Okay, so while we wait for it to copy, I'll show how I found out you can actually still share the folders. So, right now how it is, since I can change back everything, like the sharing status, what it is like if it was just like temporarily down, but once I give it the same names they used to have, the shares used to have, well, it'll work the way it was before. The file permissions are the same thing, and it will just be like I move the file, but you won't have to remap your drives anymore, the network drives. And I thought I needed to edit the logon script to accommodate the new one, but I don't think so because it uses the network name. And if I can get if I change create a share for the folders, well, it'll have the same name as that, and they'll correspond with it, and it will use that name for the share network address, and then it'll be just like it was before. The good thing of having 32 gigs of file share is that I can have more stuff on the share. Before I couldn't even copy my whole iTunes library from this computer to that one, even though it was just like 3 gigs, because it took too much on the 32 gigs internal storage. Because with Windows, you only get like half the storage, and with updates, it's even more wasted. So I'm gonna check back on my other computer. Even though the share's not set up, reset up. If you see File Explorer, we already got. See, these are not here because they don't. The shares because I haven't reconfigured the shares yet. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Now that the folders seem to have finished copying. Alright, so properties. Okay, so it's all the same. We're gonna do so in the USB drive. We're gonna delete these in the USB drive. There's no point in keeping them on the USB. So we go back here. We're gonna actually go ahead and create the share. We're gonna go to properties, sharing, share. Then oh no, that's not the one. It's advanced sharing. Share this folder. We're gonna call it the same thing it was before, just internals. Okay. Sysinternals. Alright, simultaneous users. I don't know what I should put. Well, I might leave it just at the default. Click OK. Alright, it's the same thing it was before. Gonna do the same with this one, properties. I'm gonna check back before we do the last one to see how it changed. Okay. And we're gonna check on this one to see the other share, see if it updated. Oh look, and it did. 26.3 gigs free out of 28.9. That's a big change. And we're gonna do the last final one. I'm gonna go over here. If I want to copy it to a new SD card, I could. Advanced sharing. Share this folder. Okay, close. And now that we got that, I'm just gonna copy the vault folder from the USB drive, which is just a folder now. Which is just if we wanted to put all the folders back in here again, you can just keep it like there. We're not gonna create a share for that, but you can have it like that, and then we can delete vault from here. Okay, so that is all. Eject. Oh, I don't know why it always complains about that. I don't know if I have to shut down the whole thing again. You know, I'm gonna shut down the whole thing right now. Continue. Hopefully it'll help the Windows continue to run smoothly, even though it only has like 1 gig or 2 gigs free of storage. But at least all the shared files and everything will go on the SD card and not on the internal storage. I don't want to stress it too much. Alright, seems to be here it is. I'm just gonna turn it off. Unplug. Can unplug the USB drive now. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're just gonna turn it on like that. I'm gonna change the drive letter so it uses letter E. The letter D, I'm gonna reserve it for if you want to connect an optical drive. So I can keep the SD card right here intact while I erase the 32 gig one, so I can reuse it in here for file shares. Hopefully I don't accidentally push in the SD card. It's kind of hard, but if you exactly precision get to it and you just push it out, it'll come right now. I'm not gonna do it right now since Windows is running it. I'm back now. Okay. Okay, so we see it's still loading up. That fan noise is the other big old computer. Alright, now I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead, push Control Alt Delete. Okay. There it is. And if you see, hopefully the logon script will run again. Oh, then just see how much days I haven't restarted it. 130 and just until today. Almost a thing. Okay, so it did run. And I'm gonna just go ahead and change the drive letter. Okay, so we're gonna change the drive letter from G. Change. We're gonna put it to E. The letter D is for the optical drive. If you were to hook one up, here it is. Drive letter E. Okay. Some programs are relying on drive letters. Okay, it says we need to restart for the new drive letter to apply for the SD card, and I'll see you on later. Hello everyone, so about the file shares. So about the file shares, I see something. And I think what you actually have to do is, I think it's not enough to just do it from the File Explorer. I think you have to do it a different way. So I think what you have to do is actually go into, I saw you can actually, I changed the drive letter in the last video. You can actually do it through here from on Windows Server 2019, I think 2016, and I think 2012 too. And 2012 or 2, that you have to go to the server manager and make sure you have the file and storage services role installed. Click that and then go to shares, and then create and go to tasks, and then click on it and create new share. And so here we go. We just need to create another share. What it is just gonna share the folder that you tell it to. Something you also have to do in order for it to work is you have to right click on the drive, go to properties, gonna go to sharing, and then you'll want to share the drive, and then just type in the name when it usually says the drive letter, then put a $sign next to it. Then it will appear here, because if you try to do that, it would say you couldn't contact that. So I did that, and they're working now. Okay, close. Sometimes it will show that it's shared, and sometimes it won't. I think it isn't showing up because it's currently being used by the file share. And this is the last one we need to do, so we're gonna go over here, new share. I use the quick option, and type in a custom path I use because it's in a folder. And we're done. See you guys later.